And welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Everybody having a good day so far? Hope everybody's doing a-okay. So the thing is, chat, I wanted to do something else before we started the stream, but I think we'll save it for later. Has anyone heard about making a tier list of something? I was thinking, since I've played every WarioWare game, I should probably do a WarioWare tier list, and I can do that live on stream, and we can discuss and whatnot, but I'll save that for later. That was just an idea that just randomly came up out of nowhere. I just thought it'd be fun to make a tier list, but everybody doing great? Maybe we can do that halfway into the stream, I guess. Maybe do some tier list, maybe one tier list, because that's the only tier list I can come up with right now. All right. Oh goodness. I just got back about 20 minutes ago. Came back from doing some things and I thought I was gonna be late to stream, but that's not the case. We're back. I got my tea ready. That's also another reason why the stream, you gotta wait for me to stream. You gotta wait for my tea to be made. The tea's gotta be made, you know? The viewer tier list? Oh, come on, Pixel Dog. You're easily a D tier. Come on. S tier would be me. I'm my own best viewer, you know. Oh, fine. You don't have to agree with me, but you don't have to blow me up. Thanks for doing that, I guess. Oh, you don't agree with a streamer, then you gotta blow them up all of a sudden. Every single time. Everyone's a critic. Everyone's a flippin' critic. Just let me get a bit more settled in. I think I'm ready to go. Is everybody else ready to go? Let's continue on, shall we? You thought you were F tier? Well, I'm being generous. I'm being very generous. So, in this case, we got the case of the runaway cart, the runaway room. And a lot of things have come up. Apparently, there could be another person inside the cart who could have killed our guy. But let the proceedings be resumed. So the thing is, I tried playing this last time and it almost went to 4 hours and I did not want to tire myself out. So let's continue on with the Great Ace Attorney, Episode 3, the case of the runaway sloth cart. Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day? Yes, Mr. McGilded, with his face. To be sure I have, my lord. There are now two matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabin, as proposed by the defense. The second is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police? I don't know, this person be hiding in my hat. Begad, no, 'tis not in my nature to hide anything at all. Just answer the questions, please. Alright, Edgy Edgeworth. You think a judge tier list would be funny? You know that the Ace Attorney judge would be A rank all the way. Well, S rank, I mean. The Canadian judge would be A rank because he's Canadian. He should be in C for Canadian. And Judgy should be A for American. Hold on, let me just get... Oh, wait, and the judge in here? B for British. There we go. I got my tier list made. A for American, B for British, C for Canadian, and D for duck. Oh, wow, that tea is hot. But there's the taste, all right. The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do as I tell you all, or keep me mouth shut. Wait, tell us what, Mr. McGilded? I can't stop looking at Van Zieks. He does look like Edgeworth, doesn't he? Just a very darker, edgier Edgeworth. The edgiest Worth. Edgy Worth. The fine fella representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger. It's true? Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened. You... What? So there was another person. I was right. I'm angry. No, Magnus McGilded. That convenient excuse can't save you now. I am truly sorry, so I am, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure you'll be wanted to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you. Which was... Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and not in any way involved, you see? Child, what? If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They have hauled her into his here courtroom just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord. So, there was a child. And who was this young child of whom you speak? That I don't know. You don't know? Aye, well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection!
By the way, Chad, if you have a streamer tier list, where would I be? Would I be A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, E tier, F tier, Z tier? Minus tier, 0 tier. Nothing. I'm in nothing in your tier list, alright? We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witnesses' statements to be disregarded by the court. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the urchin isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings. Wait, what? Wait, what? Bang! Wait. Oh no, somebody threw a bomb! Someone's trying to get away! So wait, the child is here? Wait, what is going on? Wow, that tea must have been so hot it blew me up. Be careful, Mr. Naruto. Cover your face. Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call an emergency recess. Pray forgive the discourtesy as you filled your hallowed chalice while putting me in D tier. Hello, Cash. It's been a while. How have you been? Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom. What is going on? So, did a child throw that? We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff. Amid scenes of chaos as people stumbled over one another in their desperation to flee the chamber, we had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended. So what you're telling me, if I just streamed for 10 more minutes last time, I would have found the perfect break. Wow. I ended the stream at a weird time last time. That was weird. Well, let's continue on. No, actually, we're done with the stream. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you follow me if you... Make sure you follow me! And now, after the bomb, we almost got blown up, but it was fun that way. It was a very fun bomb. It was the boogie bomb from Fortnite. We had to run away from the boogie bomb from Fortnite. What on earth just happened in there? Mr. Naruhodo, I've managed to find out what happened. Miss Usato, I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke. I should text you more? Well, 1, I'm horrible with that. 2, I'm horrible with that. 3, I don't know how to message people by starting a conversation. 4, I'm horrible with that. 5, I completely forgot a lot of things. Me brain is not so goodly as you can tell. Well, hold on, I must drink this tea though. You'll hear from me later. Actually, Cash, I think it's better if you message me then. If you know my details, do it, because the thing is, I did switch over to a new phone. I have no numbers anymore. Me phone is new. I have nothing anymore. I have no memory bank, no memory of my viewers, no memory of the Twitch stream, no memory of anything. How am I here? Why am I here? And why am I here? Maybe I should stream for 10 more minutes today just in case. You're right, Pixel Dog. 10 more hours of stream. I gotcha. A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use. They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long. But who would have done something like that? The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently. Flee the courtroom? Why? Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear. A young girl? Then could it be the other passenger that Mr. McGilder was just talking about? No, my thoughts exactly. So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's becoming Mr. McGilder, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here. I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions, along with the young girl. Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself? There's another matter that's troubling me. What's that? The 20 pence. Oh, yeah. So, according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo. Beppo from One Piece. I love Beppo. My favorite character. He took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. So remember, everybody, get your math down. Get your math down. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly. Hey, Tim. How you doing, monkey? Are you ready for monkey ball? But now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers, which means the figures don't seem to add up again. She's right. That is strange. Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed into the courtroom. The trial will commence in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial. We'll know soon enough, Miss Usato. Yes. Hey, Rush, how you doing? I'm just drinking tea here before it gets really cold and nasty. Oh man, that tea hits down hard. Ah, there's the young girl, the aforementioned 5th passenger. I wonder who she is. There's the young girl next to Mr. McGilder, look. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before with the bomb. Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks. My lord? I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which failed proceedings earlier. It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army and ninjas. Good gracious, the army? What in devil's name? By the way, chat, has anyone heard about the Hot Wheels game that just came out? Anybody want to get me Hot Wheels? I want Hot Wheels. I want to drive and pretend I'm a toy. I want to be a marketable plushie, please. Make me into a plushie so I can never stream again. Hot Wheels! It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught. And now occupies the stand. Your name, girl? What's her name? What's her name? She has a name? Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? Why is she not talking? If I may, my lord. You'll buy me Hot Wheels if I don't do the secret action that you won't say? The flip does that mean? I have no idea what that means right there. What secret action? Is there a secret action? If I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGilder? I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why is it that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to boat like that? 'Tis all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Hold on, I don't think I'm doing the right voice for Mr. McGilded. Hold on, I gotta bring out my inner Jacksepticeye. Top of the morning to you laddies. It's Jacksepticeye here. It's me, Mr. McGilded. Ah. Ugh. The tea has a weird aftertaste when it gets really warm and whatnot. Good thing I drank most of it though. Either way, very well, Mr. McGildy, give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case. Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that info or anything. Yeah, of course. I don't need any of that info. I'm just a defense lawyer. Thanks for hiding info from me, Mr. McGilded, young girl. The secret action was grabbing my hood. What? Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at me feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where that scream had to come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. Hiding her wee self away, wee self. I remained somewhat baffled, I confess. But from what I gather, on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus, is that correct? 'Tis exactly as the defense counsel said. This last was the 5th passenger, my lord. But did the girl do it? Who actually killed the man? Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel? Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start as I stare at the screen. Don't worry, chat. He looks at me the same way, and I'm sure he looks at you the same way. We're all special in his eyes. In his eyes, we all matter. Looks at the camera. My eyes are up here. Cross-examination, let's go. Let's go find out more info. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. By the way, Tim, how you doing?
Hold it!
And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board? There were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one on the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were, I see. 70 hours in Tales of Arise? I don't know, maybe I could stream that in the future. Wink, wink, nod, nod, shove you off a cliff. Maybe you get the clue? And that's what I took the backside as I did. 'Tis the most comfortable, so it is. Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? By all means, 'tis how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. You don't get the hint? With that Goku, is it a Goku emote? So it's more like, I don't get the hint. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. Oh, Tim, I push everybody off the cliff. Just in, if I do it to Yoshi, I can do it to my friends. I'm devious, evil, cryptid. I'm actually a cryptid. I might be a creepypasta as well. I don't know, maybe. I might be a creepypasta. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well. Oh, then begorra, I started pogging and a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. Oh wait, I meant to press him on the pog. You always press on the pog. A loud thud, you say? And a scream? By the way, chat, audio check, do I sound okay to everybody? Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Twas like the sound of someone fall into the ground. That sort of noise. So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason fall into the floor having been stabbed?
Now, you remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me up and I opened my eyes, it wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but the fella on the floor. Well, we're just checking. Did my voice change? You didn't see anyone. But at the same moment, you did hear a scream? From the seats above you on the roof deck, I presume. The real voice? Cash, why are you so focused about the time we met IRL and then you're like... We should do it again. I haven't met anybody in a long while. I've been cooped up inside this home because I'm terribly diseased. Diseased with lonelyism. Not above me, no, my lord. To us from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the screen. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before my eyes. Oh. It was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat them up on the seat across from me. You set him up? Say whatever you said when you're back to normal, cause I don't know what I said. That I did on the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? Hey, just common courtesy, so it is. Oh, wait.
It didn't change it. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. It didn't change it back. It really did not change it back. What happened? Hold on. I gotta check that again. Why did it not change back? I have to change that back myself. Hold on a second. Yeah, it should be fine now. No, wait. Bracket? So left bracket, left alt, and then right. Hold on a second. I got it. Let me go fix that real quick. So it does random at that. So that and that. Yeah, it should work. Huh. I don't know what is it that I said though. I don't know. Hold on. Let me go try that again. Let me test that out.
So it changes that. I want to know if it changes back after a couple of seconds.
Okay, it does. Okay, now it changes back. Okay. I don't know what happened the first time, but I don't remember what I said though. Oh, wait. It's just that I don't know why you're focused on me. I don't know why you're focused on meeting me in real life when nothing extraordinary happened though. That was a weird change right there. But yeah, when I checked the random voice when I tested it out, did you know what it changed to? It changed to the boomer voice. Literally the voice it changed to when I tested it just went to boomer. Is there
something that I'm supposed to know or something? I find that a little hard to believe. Lord Van Zieks, now why would that be? You went to find a man lying dead
at your feet in the carriage. Ain't no normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. Well now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business. The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest?
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. Hey, Alexander, how you doing? So I do try, where it's all possible, to avoid getting yourself in a tangle with trouble. Oh, are you suggesting you were gonna leave the man there, dead?
Heavens alive, no, I was always intending to report it, so I was. It was an interesting day. I really don't remember much. My memory is as hazy as a freaking block of tofu. Only I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first. The whys and wherefores? Megaton, I see that you're enjoying the voice changers. Oh goodness. So chat, are you happy that the voice changers are a channel point reward? Are you happy about that? Are you happy? Are you happy now, chat? Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? Oh yeah, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the dud of the victim collapsing. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? Girl, grill. I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except for yourself and the victim. So I did, sir, I did. As far as I could see, that is.
What do you mean by that? Well, now, just a quick thing. The wee scream I heard as I
woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside. Who does it better? Good gracious, your backside. Under your backside? And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage. Mr. Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember? Yes, of course. The whole bus was submitted as evidence. This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside. By the way, chat, I love that the omnibus, we can just examine the omnibus because it was brought into court. So let's go check inside again, shall we? Let's give a big old peek. Open it up, just walk inside, get the gun ready. Wait. Oh, wait, this must have been the blood when he said, oh yeah, the guy fell on the floor, so there's more blood on the floor now. That's blood, isn't it? Is something wrong? Oh, it's just, well, this blood stain is so obvious, that's all. And yet Van Zieks has made no mention of it. I suppose that does seem a little strange. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I think Van Zieks is waiting for the perfect opportunity, like, so are you done with this crazy charade of yours? And I'll be like, no, I'm ready for more charades, thank you very much. Oh wait, all the stuff is gone. Oh yeah, chat, I just want to let you know for the rest of the week, I will be streaming tomorrow but at an earlier time because I have to leave for the weekend tomorrow. So there's only going to be a stream tonight and tomorrow, but earlier. And then I'll be back next week with the new October games. Wait, hold on. I wonder if I do have... I'm not allowed outside. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on, I do want to see if I do have the October schedule already this time. I did promise I would show it though. Oh wait, it's not even... I didn't even render it. Oh wait, I can actually show it. Never mind. Okay, chat, who's ready for October schedule? So, next week, there's gonna be a good amount of games going on starting in October. So, before we continue on, here's what I'll be streaming in October. If it didn't grow so big. So, there we... there we go. So, of course... Actually... Replace this with October. This was the old schedule for this week, but basically we got the Great Ace Attorney, we got Resident Evil 4, but it might be 7 instead. Resident Evil 4 might be replaced with 7. We got another Nuzlocke coming your way, and more Binding of Isaac. That was the old schedule. I gotta fix that up, but October is gonna be there's gonna be some cool new things coming up in October. This is a storage compartment. Which Pokemon game? Fire Red. And there's a reason why. Actually, who wants to see the special surprise? Anybody want to sneak peek at the special surprise of the Pokemon Fire Red, or would you rather wait until I start the stream? Because I could show you the special surprise now. You know, a little sneak peek, or... Sure? Alright, I gotta... Alright. Let me try to put it up real quick and then I'll get right back to the game, chat. I will... Where the flip is it? Ah, here it is. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. But I did find it. Oh, cool. I can just put this up immediately. Fantastic. Alright. Take a look at this. So, nothing much different here, but... It's gonna be a Fire Red randomizer Nuzlocke. Well, let me just speed up through because... Alright. This is the first part. I wonder if I fixed it. Did I fix it or not? Let's see. Is it here? Oh, wait, it's not here. It's not here. It's right there. There you go. Look at that right there. Yes, Cash. 35 is the last two numbers, yes. But there you go. Look at the sloth. It's the moving sloth. So let me just get through this part here and I'll show you the rest of it. There you go, look! It's me! Here's the special surprise of the Fire Red Nuzlocke. What do you think, everybody? The sprite is done, and I think this one's different too? Yep, there we go. Custom sprite featuring yours truly. His name is Oscar. But yeah, I'm glad you like it though. I'm glad. Thank you for the compliment. This has been made by a friend of mine, which I will credit by the time the Nuzlocke actually starts. But they have done so much work on it. It moves, it runs, it serves, it does all that stuff right there. But yeah, that's all I got so far though. That's all there is, and I hope you like that. That will be happening next week, so make sure you come on by for the Fire Red Randomizer Nuzlocke. And I wonder, is there a sort of crowd control thing where people in chat can actually affect the game as well? Maybe we can do that as well, randomize the Nuzlocke, but chat can also interfere if I can actually input that setting. I know that exists somewhere. I gotta find where. That has to exist somewhere. So basically, it'll be the most chaotic stream we can make, chat. Let's try to make things a lot more chaotic. I'll try to research on that, alright? I'll try to research on that. So let's get back to the game. I hope you enjoy that. Enjoy that sneak peek. Patreons got to know it early, so yeah, the Patrons know. Patrons knew this whole time. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try to find a way so, you know, people who can't donate bits and whatnot can actually play as well. Because I know there's a lot of things that can actually interfere with the game, but you gotta actually pay with bits. And I know everybody can afford bits and whatnot. I mean, otherwise I'd be raking in bits right now. I'd be like, give me them bits now. By the way, it's September. All right, let's go check that storage compartment. There's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is. So it is empty. The girl was supposed to be hiding in there, but like Mario 64 versus Twitch chat. I mean, I could bring that back someday, but there's a mod for Isaac that uses Twitch chat. Wait, wait, really? That exists? Isaac with Twitch? Oh no. I don't trust that at all. That makes it sound like it'll be horrible. And that's when I found Now let's get back to the game. There was a child in there all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. You say she was hiding herself? Aye, that's right. 'Twas hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, me heart nearly stopped beating in me chest. You're really overacting this. Still in all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I can have a wee chin wag with her. The seat opposite? Next to the dead body, that's right. Just next to the dead gentleman there. But yeah, October is gonna be a fun time. Got Resident Evil, Nuzlocke, Binding of Isaac, and more Great Ace Attorney. So I do want to finish the first Great Ace Attorney before the year is over, which I'm pretty sure that's possible right there. By the way, chat, I've been playing a lot of WarioWare lately. I've been playing the online mode, you know, the Wario Cup. I've only done 2 of them so far, but I can't wait till those videos come out. There are still so many WarioWare videos that are still planning to come out. Like, the WarioWare Switch version has to be one of the best ones I've ever played, though. If I could do a tier list, I would do a tier list of all the WarioWare games to date. You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir? Aye, it was pretty funny. I put it on YouTube. Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream, a fella's voice this time. Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats. Oh my goodness, Penny, yes, but I don't want to say too much for everybody who hasn't played WarioWare though. But as someone who has played every single WarioWare game to date, including WarioWare Snapped, the worst one I've ever played, Get It Together has to be one of my best. If I can name the top 3 in order, it would be Smooth Moves, Get It Together, and Touched. Though I would say those 3 would be my top 3 right there. Right you are again? I would say so. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly. In other words, the previous witnesses did not in fact see you at all, Mr. Begilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason. Really, you consider Penny your favorite though? My favorite's gotta be Orbulon. Come on, who hates Orbulon? Orbulon just goes Orbulon! I freaking love Orbulon. Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight. 5-Volt is mom what? She is a mom. She is a mom. Oh my goodness, but yeah, Get It Together has... I love the way the game is played, but there's one question I want to ask. How are they going to top Get It Together? There is no way they can top that. How are they going to top it after everything that's been done in that game? Like, if they make another one, I want to know how crazier they can make. It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature, and readily confused perhaps with this young girl. Oh yeah, 5-Volt with her freaking gamer mode. After that, of course. With the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. He put them in his pocket, all Animal Crossing style. Thank you, I've heard enough. The events as explained are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl? She won't talk. She's been frozen like that the whole time. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. Gina Lestrade. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. Oh, she's a pickpocketer. She's like me, I'm a bit pocketer. I take your bits, she takes your pockets. Oh, wait, I already talked the Mario Kart movie. I did a Nintendo Direct reaction on my YouTube channel, so I already talked about that. What's commonly called a pickpocket? What? This girl here, a petty thief? But yeah, chat, who's ready for Jack Black as Bowser though? Jack Black as Bowser, best casting ever, am I right? Order! Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question. What? Oh, what the? No! Well, the judge is dead. I'm sorry, everybody. You had to see that. Nobody warned me that the judge would actually die. That was... How dare you? What is the meaning of this? What? She vanished. She just did that whole... The girl, she's gone! Open your eyes! I'm over here. Splatoon, that was Splatoon, wasn't it? Good gracious, how? What was the point in that little sidestep? I know what you lots are thinking. Grown-ups are the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed a gent. Go on, that's what's in your head, ain't it? No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not Oh no, not No! I've been green inked. Why is Splatoon 3 so weird? You wonder if Bowser will be like his Paper Mario counterpart? I don't know, but knowing Jack Black, If you give Jack Black any role, he's gonna have fun with it. Just imagine Po from Kung Fu Panda, but Bowser. He'll be lazy, but he's also very strong, so you'll just see Bowser lazing around and whatnot. Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. Say what, mate? I beat you up. Let me guess, you don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs. Oh, this wasn't a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, ain't it? I like the pink best. Oh, do not wave that thing in my direction again! Oh no, he's drinking. So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question. Tis alright, lass. You can tell them the truth now. Alright, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said. The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question. By the way, chat, since we're talking about Among Us, how come we don't have Among Us characters in Fortnite yet? If we're getting freaking Rick from Rick and Morty and Marvel characters, why not just get the sus characters? They'll make a lot of money that way. They will literally get $10 million in one day if they get the Among Us characters in Fortnite. Wouldn't you want to see a bunch of beans killing each other? Alright, if I have to. They aren't tall enough? Well, just make them taller. Look, it's easy to do it. I'll show everybody. I'll show everybody. We're gonna make tall Among Us right now. They can't be tall enough. I'm gonna show you all right now. It's what you call photoshopping. That's right. It's Photoshop time, chat. Get ready for Photoshop time. I wonder if I can show it. Can I show it? Okay, I can. Fantastic. So we got the Among Us character, right? So all we gotta do is just change the size of him. Ah, flip. The window's on the other screen. I gotta fix that. I thought it'd be that easy. But no, the window to edit is on the other side. Then I gotta go back to the game screen. Let's fix that real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna change up his height. We're gonna make it 5,000%. Continue. There you go. Is that tall enough for you? That's gotta be tall enough for you, right? There you go. That's all you gotta do. Just stretch it. Easy as that. Now they're tall enough. And for proof, I'm gonna bring in a Fortnite character. I spelled Fortnite wrong. I actually spelled it wrong. So we'll bring her in. Going to increase the canvas size. Kate, never mind. We're not increasing the canvas size. All right, you know what? There we go. That's all you get. That's all you get. Just imagine seeing, just imagine seeing that in the game. Just some tall, thin Among Us. So I snuck inside the cottage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was alright to waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out me skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. Yay, helping a thief get away, I love it. Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you will let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilded. Oh, it is simplicity itself, my lord. Oh, I can do the default dance for 5,000 bits, all right? You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir. Let's go inside. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for. Oh, we're going inside again, are we? Yay! This is where I was sat that night. And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume? Nothing. Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature. Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there, because I parked myself on the seat for the duration. Oh. So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they automatically assumed she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent. Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord. Not at all. Huh? I knew in my own heart that I was innocent.
So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of the less fortunate lass. My goodness! What a perfect gentleman! My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. He's changing his opinion! Yay! It's more on the not guilty side. Let's go. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Mr. McGilda sounded like a freaky robot. He is a robot. Oh, not guilty. Let's go. Saints alive. All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty. Let's go. We're winning. Mr. Naruhodo, it must mean... It must mean what? That we're victorious! But wait, Van Zieks hasn't said anything, so it's not over yet, is it? We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Oh, what? Excuse me? This guy is super extra, what the flip? If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy. Oh! Shocking! He showed his foot! Alright, see you, Cash. This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. He slams the desk with his thick leg. Why would you say that? Emotion? The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature? Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report. The updated police report. Good lord! The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilda's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat. What? Someone's been tampering with the evidence and it wasn't me? Udar! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been affected, counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend? Me? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be? Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead, you tell the court now, fella. How this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zieks. Oh, but the thing is, when I saw the carriage before, there was stuff under the seat, and now there isn't. Well, Counsel, do you have something to say on this matter? So basically, do I lie or tell the truth? How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? It wasn't empty, that's the thing. So... I gotta say, it wasn't empty. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defense, but as far as I remember at least. When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes. Oh, are you sure, Counsel? Ara, be whist! What are you saying now, you daft dog? I thought you were on my side here. Someone's lying. What is the truth here? What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position? This case. As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Interesting. Tis not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That their cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Is the devil's heart empty though? Or is that my heart? Do I have a devil's heart? Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken? Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here? I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think. Glug, 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 glug. That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules state that the omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times, so it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo, isn't that irresponsible? That money-lending fleecer in the pick purse are lying! Oh boy. They're going back to guilty, aren't they? I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them. What? Oh no. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Well, we're losing again. We're going to lose. Isn't that just poggers? Quite so. I must concur here. Oh boy. This is not good. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. Everybody's flip-flopping back and forth. My lord, I humbly exhibit the skills of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Oh boy. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. Curse you, edgiest worth. But let's go find out the truth anyway, shall we, chat? What did the girl say? So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses just like they did. So, you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run. Well, yeah, I mean, what's the point of spending a joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, ain't it? I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense. Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief? Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenant. Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. 4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegrace riding for free. The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right? But your hiding place is a storage compartment, full of equipment for the coach, no? Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it into a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell ya. It seems we reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. No money, no bits, no Twitch subs. I got it. I got nothing. A waste of time? Why is that? Well, most nights I'm on me own in the God permit. In the God permit, at least some of the time. I beg your pardon, did you say God permit? Oh yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You say the omnibus, I suppose? The point is, any normal run the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away? That's it, only that night. This cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck. No air. I was dying. Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin? Yeah. Right, mister? Aye, to be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift a cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then. Then who? I'll tell you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all? Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with me and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. I mean, I can have a look. The seats I get under ain't as plush as the other ones, see? So most of the time the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out, I see. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. But it's the only place to hide in them cottages, so it's Hobson's choice. Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then? I say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor. So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to stick it out under there. Nothing else for it. Then after a while, I heard this loud bang, nearly jumped on my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. By the way, chat, I apologize for the bad accent. When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. And you let out a scream involuntarily? That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden. Bad is just another way of saying good. Oh, so you're saying I'm horrible, punky, wonky, I gotcha. Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes. Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stop his victim, could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment? Yeah, I saw it. Huh? I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up the bloke who had fallen on the floor and eats on the seat opposite. That matches Mr. McGilda's account, of course. But then the fella suddenly turned around and looked right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking. By the way, chat, I love the music in this game. It's so good. It's because of that this well found me. He did help me get away, mind. And when Mr. McGilda discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place. I was scared stiff I was. He dragged me out and sat me down in the seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason. Yeah, the bloke got a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. How awful. Both me and hands got covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog. Both our hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passenger saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilda for a while, is that correct? He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know me name and what I was up to and that. Then I heard something from above. Someone screamed. Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume. Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later. All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent. For one brief shining moment, yes. It's clear that they're all still very unsure. If we can just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we will clinch the verdict we want. Yes, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Wait, what does that mean anyway? It means causing slight but persistent annoyance, discomfort, or anxiety. I have never heard that word before. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. So what will be the evidence that we need? Let's see, there's the ledger, the murder weapon, the omnibus itself, the leather gloves, the crime scene photograph. I'm trying to figure out. You can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. After a while, I hear this loud bang. It was one of these things where Naruhodo was like, something seems a bit off here. So I'm gonna look at this one again because he does bring up something in this part, I believe. She couldn't see out. She tried to look at the crack. Have a look. So most of the time, passengers plant themselves opposite. Let's see. Truth is, she ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown into.
Well, no.
Oh wait. This hasn't happened before, so I came back to this and... I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink. Let's do it. Pursue. Yeah, so the thing is, Naruhodo was like thinking about something, like something seems off. So I guess when that happens, I should return to that part of the testimony and press it again. Because I don't think the evidence will work in this case. Not yet, though. Is something wrong, Mr. McGilda? Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, counsel? I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no. 'Twas nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was. I see. Yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. I don't know about yourself, but I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well. Yeah. I suppose it does, maybe. Miss Lestrade, did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Hey, Joker, how you doing? I'm doing all right myself. Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. But jabbers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp. Not really good anymore. I hope the stream helps you out, even just a teeny weeny in a little bit. What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue. Yeah. What should we make of that last statement of hers? You know what? Well, I don't think we can draw any particular conclusions from that. Very well if that is the position of the defense. Unless... What's the matter, Mr. Sato? Well, I don't know. Is that really true, do you think? It must be, surely. She says she didn't hear anything. Perhaps that's precisely the point. Could that be important in and of itself? Wait, the fact that she heard nothing. Ah, backstabbed. That hurts. That really does hurt, though. Apollo, sorry that you got backstabbed. Then after a while, I heard this loud bang nearly jumped in my skin, and the scream just came out. Hold on. Let me go back to this again. Maybe? Maybe that's the comment I need, though.
Well, no. Excuse me.
So let's get back to this again. I want to get back to that comment and see if we can change the testimony that way. Maybe I chose the wrong comment or something. So let me just get back there real quick and hopefully we choose the other option. Oh goodness, why do I feel like I gotta... It's profoundly important. There we go. Let's keep it. My lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important. Profoundly important? But what all she said was that she heard nothing. Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it. I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless, Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating that last statement, please. What? Supplement? What are you about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move. You forgot something he said and he threw a tantrum? Well, every time I forgot every time people don't do something for me, I throw a tantrum every time. What do you mean he didn't sub to me? Ah! There you go, that's my temper tantrum. I hope you had fun with that. It was straining me ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snorting. So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time, since the moment you hid yourself. Not exactly, no. Sorry? Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then when I saw the swell getting on, I got me head down so he didn't notice me. And Mr. McGill is out in the sea under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah, would you Adam and Eve it? And what a mog. So then all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out there as soon as I heard them leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped there and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was. Are there any conclusions we can draw for that, I wonder? That's the weird thing. Hold on, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna try something. Maybe we could draw something out of that if all she heard was snoring, but nothing else. That's... Gina does have a fancy way of talking. She has a way with words. Well, that all seems to make sense. You took your time reaching that conclusion, Council. What was that from Van Zeeks? Is he laughing? Very well then, continue with the cross-examination. Maybe I should have chose the other thing. So all she could hear was snoring. All she could hear was snoring. The entire time. There was no one in the cabin to start with. You could push the cushion up. He sat on the seat. He wouldn't get up. She was waiting to jump out. Not likely, even though we stopped there and there, never heard the door open. Wait, the door wait. You never heard the door open, but... Hold on, something doesn't add up now. What about the other guy? Miss Lestrade, what you have just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts. Aye? At odds? Are you sure, man? Absolutely. It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. So Van Zieks realized it too. Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence or some complicit party's name at the very least. Yes, my lord. How am I liking Van Zieks? You mean edgier worth? He's literally edgiest worth. I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court. According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilden snoring, but think, Ryunosuke, think. Ugh! There's something else she should have heard. A person? Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. Thrice-Fired Mason? She didn't mention him at all. Yes, my lord, the sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. Bum 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 bum. Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel. Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus, is that correct? Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? How cool is it that Runo has like 3 sprites for slamming that desk? You mean slap, slam, and slap face? And something else. And the next person aboard the omnibus was Mr. McGilden. That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. Did I not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure. And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. During which time did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, weren't it? Waiting for the swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? Ugh. We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Aye. 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 Yes, this pretty deep statement was clearly flawed. Lord Van Zieks? Yes, he knew. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. It would seem words of thanks were in order for my learned friend. What are you talking about? You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are unconventional untruths, nothing more. He's dead, right? He's dead. How could the victim possibly not board the victim? That makes no sense whatsoever. I cannot read this stuff. This girl's a pickpocket. Let's not forget that. I'm old. Oh no. They're moving to guilty. They're moving to guilty again. Aye! She didn't even say anything. I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, she dies tonight. I cannot buy liars, not lawyers. I cannot buy lawyers. And neither can I. Mr. Foreman! I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than salvorous ways, but I must say, I cannot buy liars. Oh, this is bad. One more and that's it. Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty. Wine! I brought case files and wine. Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. To the considerable troubles you have spared me. Ah! Delicious. Yes, very refreshing. Ah! Can I get a taste? Ah! What are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Easterner madam? This is carnage, it's perfect. Juror number 2 is the only one left. Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going. I know, if we can't find some new way to convince everyone in Mr. McGill that's innocent, the judge will rule, and we'll have lost. The judge will rule? I very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen, but those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. Oh no. Oh. Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. What are you saying? Counsel? I'm sorry, sir. Whatever do you mean? I want to push the button. Can I push the button? Please, can I push the button? Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my adjudication. Explain yourself at once. When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time as testified by the witness in the stand. And yet, the victim's body was found inside the carriage. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? Whew. There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. He was already in there. There's another entrance. He was put there after he died. Wait, the skylight. The skylight could be another entrance, right? If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way. Objection. I wonder what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other has only windows. Fixed windows which possibly cannot open. In short, there is no entrance to the cabin other than the door. Did I check the omnibus really good? Am I... What are people saying? Did I check the omnibus really good? What could I possibly be missing with the flippin' omnibus? But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered. Oh, really? Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. Alright, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here is the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin? Right here, the skylight, right? Does that open up? The answer is, it could have only been the skylight. I say, the skylight? He was dropped them from above. Where are we dropping him, boys? Where are we dropping him? Where are we dropping it in, boys? Did I check the... Okay, hold on, chat. Let's go check the omnibus hard. Did we check the omnibus? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. There, is that hard enough? Or maybe I should focus on the Phoenix Wright. Like, where else should I be checking? The only other place is the skylight. Did I check? Did I check Le Omnibus? I don't know if I checked the Omnibus. How about there? What about that? That gear right there is looking pretty sus. Yeah, the gear right there is looking pretty sus, don't you think? Maybe he got in that way. Maybe he got through the wheels. Or maybe the fake door. Or maybe through the Phoenix Wright sign. Maybe if he just opened the sign, he just swoops right in. Maybe that way. And then maybe when we go inside, we're gonna have a flippin' tea party inside the omnibus. Why the flip not? So let's go inside. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's inside. Maybe if we just go inside, he could have came through the puddle of the blood. Maybe that could have worked. The windows are fake. The windows are fake. He could have gotten through there. Maybe this is the other entrance right there. Maybe another way of getting inside was through this painting right there that says London. Maybe he got in through London. Who knows? Maybe he threw himself through the window, broke it, and then it was fixed right afterwards. But maybe he got in through the flippin' lamp. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Thank you for checking out my Hard Troops. Welcome to Pixel's Hard Troops, where we find out about the Hard Troops about everything. Thank you for watching, everybody. Your ludicrous proposal almost had me lost for words. However, the skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection.
So you claim, but do you have a shred of evidence to support your addled brain theory? Both Mr. McGilden and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor. Yes, which has already been explained, as the sound of the victim falling from his seat, having been assaulted with a dagger. Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact. Good gracious! Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it!
Objection.
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Cause dang, you died. That's simply impossible. How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Well, yes, that's true, but... Oh. What is it, Mr. Jacksepticeye? Might a humble fella make a wee comment here? Mr. McGilden? To be sure now, the two fellas who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... 'Tis a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Oh my goodness, surely not. Those two chaps on the roof? Oh my... You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were... Ah! The two guys could have been working together on this. Oh, those two, Waluigi and the other guy. Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer? You rotter, he said, you rotter. Watch me twerk, I'm twerking. Why is he twerking? What are you insinuating? Hold on, it was like a hair in my mouth. This is a flaming outrage. I have a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute. You'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I. Mr. Fairplay, why is there a galloping sound? Do you not gallop when you twerk? Come on, when you shake yourself, you go... Oh, why did I go back there? That's funny. Oh wait, hold on, chat. I got a voicemail. It's spam. Why do I only get spam calls? Can I stop getting spam calls or something? That's all I get. I keep getting spammed with spam calls. You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and well-respected banker. Oh, wow. Here's a fun fact, everybody. The Automod did not like the word twerk. It said twerking is bad, so do not say twerk. But it's approved now. And me, a very angry hatter, suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandal. It's I protest. I protest in the strongest possible terms. That's right, I protest too. How about you, you rotten scoundrel? You see this fist right here? Gonna punch you in the face right there. That's right, keep talking. Keep choking on your saliva. My goodness. Order! Order! This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous. It's very hurtful, you know. Twerk, twerk. My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Van Zieks. It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Accuse? I never intended to. It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. You proposed to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimidated their criminal guilt. In our British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation. I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought. What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify. I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once. Oh. Testify. 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 That's actually, is that new audience sounds? I have not heard the audience talk. The chat, whenever I do something wrong, they want me to testify why I did it wrong. What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo? The spectators in the public gallery are, they're in a complete frenzy. Oh, they all shut up. Mr. Fairplay, Mr. First. My lord? You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yes, my lord. I didn't come here for this. You came here to fight, but now you gotta fight for the truth, baby. There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward. Oh goodness, why do I feel like I'm about to puke for a second? Chat, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break, but I'll be right back, alright? Take this time to stretch, get something to drink and whatnot. I'm gonna drink some water and stretch for a bit, and I'll be right back in about a minute or two. Appreciate the patience, chat. I'll play some music for all of you. Alright, let's get back to it, shall we? Alright, welcome back everybody. Hope everybody had the chance to take what they need, take a break, get some water, stretch your body out, destroy your spine, whatever it is you do for fun. I hope you took the time to do it. Who's ready to continue on with these two hooligans? Let's go. We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive, I can swear to that. If anything happened while we were sitting, don't you think one of us would have noticed? In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? I guess that's where I gotta show the proof. I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine how either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith. That's right, you see. We're innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another. What? Eh? According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings. Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going in our favor, really, so why do I feel so uneasy? Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please. Oh, yes, my lord. Alright, let's go find out the truth. The truth better be caked in gold. We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive, I can swear to that. So at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck. Absolutely not, Dickin. No question about it, he said. None at all. Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here. Is this true, Mr. McGilded? Dear me, my lord. At the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately. That's an outright lie. Without doubt, you were engaged in... Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence at all? At all? Using his own words against him, let's go. It's all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that. I saw you with my own eyes. This is going so well. If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It was certainly had been quite dark. Perhaps too dark to see clearly. Is this some kind of a lark? Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is that what it is? Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly? Are you fair dinkum, sir? Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you. I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you didn't manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you never open them again. That's extreme. It was extreme, I tell you, and we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gem would have unlocked it and let me when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear you at all. That's a lie, I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. That's hardly surprising. Seeing things. I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point. You. Don't take it personally, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, then 'tis only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. We live in a society, my friends. This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. We live in a society, everybody. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. Or do you? So you have never met Mr. Thrice Fired Mason before? Oh, Lumen, no, not once, never. He never met the man before, he said. Never. And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealings with the victim either? That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. No, I imagine not. You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin. What? He said neither of us have the remotest connection. Mr. McGilded's like, lol, you think?
Excuse me.
You sure about that? Mr. McGilded? Yes, counsel, what can I be doing for you? Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection, is that right now, I wonder? What are you insinuating now? Ah, Mr. Fairplay, it has been too long, so it has. If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Your repayment date. I beg your pardon? You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. At an unsconceable rate of interest, you tricked me. It's extortion. Well, now, is that a touch of brigoodery, is it? The sort of brigoodery that might motivate a fellow to pass his crimes off on another. Oh, and young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding about on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it? Oh, well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door. Yeah, the perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch. Customers, such as Thrice Fired Mason. Wait. The hat does look similar to... Oh, interesting. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to go to evidence again, sorry. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence before, my lord. Oh, yes, this you mean. Look at that hat. I can't help thinking that the poor fella's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say? Oh! That's one of my hats. I that it is, so it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer I wager you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods. Oh no, sir, absolutely not, sir. Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. Dang. Look at Mr. freaking defense attorney McGilded over here. He should be a defense attorney at this rate. I rest my case. You guys have been caught, you little weasel. Ah! He's better at this than I am. Gosh, Mr. McGilded has certainly been through in his research, hasn't he? Please don't let me, little interruption, hold up the proceedings. Wait, what? Hat Hunter? Wait, what? Was that an achievement right there? Huh, cool. Hat Hunter. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We possibly couldn't have opened it. Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time? I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute. He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said. Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see, it's shut fast now, just like it was on the night. So it is, of course. A fella the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it still and all. What? Just looking at the size of the ting, you understand. Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the ting means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we? Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? But it's tasty. I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind. Loudly, I shocked myself with it as it happened. I was sitting and then all of a sudden... This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First. Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is I tried to open the skylight, you see. But, just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rogue, I did. Are you expecting me to sentence you to death? Oh no, sir, the point is, the skylight can't be open. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame. Oh wait, it can't be opened? What's going on here? Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade! Sorry, I was playing with a coin. It opens. Huh? The skylight. That's what we're talking about, right? Oh, she's about to shoot! Get down, Mr. President! Oh, them skylights open that easy. More easily than you can load that weapon? That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, You can't do it from inside your mug. Oh, Gina Lestrade, let's go. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the... Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags, and I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out me ears. Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be elogusing on the subject of your criminal activities. Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me so I couldn't up off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck? Bailiff, climb up onto the roof of the omnibus at once and verify the witness's claims. Imagine he falls down. Ah, my back! Let's go! Oh, my hat! Now die. See? That was very helpful of Gina right there. Nice. Udar! So it appears that the street girl's statement is quite true. I don't believe it. The skylight opened. And from the roof deck. Which means we got our new sussy bakas. We got these two as sussy bakas over here. Let's go. Mr. Naruhodo, this could be the clue we've been looking for. Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Let's do that. Since I gotta look more, right, Chad? I gotta keep looking. Let's keep looking. So the skylight was fastened shut before, but now the catch has been undone. We should be able to open it. Hey. And when you look in, let's look inside. You can clearly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure. Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin, so I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly. That's not good for us. I think that's pretty much everything I could check out for now, but now we know it opens from the outside. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? What the? Right here. Oh, wait. Was it the wrong? Oh, but it opens. We found that it opened. We found out it opened. Flip. I kind of rushed towards that, didn't I? I'll save anyway. I kind of rushed it. I thought it was that easy. We got the updated evidence, and now that doesn't work.
Hold it!
Proof. That's right, I demand to hear it. We came here to say what we saw, I tell you, not for this. But you call us both shicers? Hold on. It's time for a new word of the day with Pixel. What the flip's a shicer? What's the shicer definition? A swindler. Oh. You call us both swindlers, brand us as criminals. You call us liars, that's what he means, and accuse us as doing it. As it stands at the moment. There's no hard evidence that incriminates yourselves now, is there? I believe we're in much the same position as one another here. If I don't crack this case soon, he'll crack his teeth. Do it, I want to see it happen. I wonder if these two men really were involved in some way. I couldn't say. I mean, I don't really know anything about them, do I? Although, by the same token, I don't really know anything about Mr. McGilded either. It's so hard to know what to believe here. I think we should try to remember that it's evidence alone that can truly determine the outcome of a trial. Evidence? No one can argue against decisive evidence, including the members of the jury. So you're saying that's what we need now, is to find a conclusive piece of evidence? Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, precisely. The only two people on that roof deck, Daryl are alive. If anything had happened when we were sitting, don't you think one of the others would have noticed? In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. We did disprove that, though. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. Plus, we couldn't have opened it. I think it's here. I think I have to do it here. I think. I don't know. It seems like there's many ways to prove evidence, but I'm gonna try submitting the omnibus here. Okay, clearly that's not it. All right, good thing. Okay, so it has to be way more decisive than that. Way more decisive than that. My mistake. Let's see. Do I have to look at the omnibus again or something? Let's see. Omnibus, leather gloves, crime scene photograph. There has to be in these. What's the way to do it though? Let's see. The first thing about the victim, we had no reason to kill the man. I mean, the thing is, if I were here, I would have presented the ledger since both of their names are on it. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? Proof? Wait, what if I show the photograph?
Objection.
Okay, clearly that's not it either. I'm kind of lost right now. Am I missing a piece of evidence or what? Because I'm kind of lost right now. There has to be something I'm not looking. Maybe I'll just take a look at the omnibus again. Let's go. Let's go, omnibus. Let's go, omnibus. Oh, it's open now. Nice. So it stays open. I like that kind of touch right there. Any proof? Because I know there's the blood right there, but nothing else that I know of. Skylight was shut the entire time. Couldn't have opened it. If I'm so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's my proof? But the thing is... If he fell through the skylight, where's my proof? Internal hemorrhaging. It's kind of hard to think right now. Sorry about that. Just had to got some nose gotta breathe. Don't know what that means. If I'm so sure he fell through the skylight, where's my proof? Wait, does the other seat have an underseat too? It wasn't. Don't think that was proven though. Only one seat has the underseat because the other seat is very comfortable. This side has a. This one has a latch. This one does not have a latch. All that's there is just the blood. But we already talked about the blood here, and we did talk about the blood on the floor. Yep, that is blood. Let's go check under this seat again. The seat has a handle, but there's nothing clearly there. I don't know if there's anything else I'm missing here, but I see nothing else. If I'm so sure he fell through the skylight, where's my proof? Maybe this?
Objection.
No, I think I already did that. Yeah, I think I just repeated myself. I'm lost right now. Where did she move the stuff though? I don't know. I don't see it in the omnibus. Am I supposed to find it in the omnibus? I don't know where she moved the stuff. I don't see it anywhere. I really don't know. Is that what I'm supposed to find out too? I'm just lost right now. I don't see any. I guess I'll just open this up again. It's like, where could she move the stuff? I have no idea. It's empty. Something doesn't seem right here, but what? Could there be something else that I'm missing? Where could she move the stuff? Outside the cart or something? No, clearly that's not the case. Nope, I really cannot tell. Where could she hide the stuff? I don't know. Skylight was shut the entire time. We possibly could have opened it, but we proved that we can open it. I'm lost right now. I don't know what the conclusive piece of evidence is.
Hold it!
Maybe I'll just go back and retry again until something else happens. I know I have the evidence, but maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe there's something I don't really know exactly. Don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed if one of them would have moved? Neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. We just found out differently. The skylight was shut the entire time. That was different. If we're so sure he fell through the skylight, where's our proof? I don't know, really. Am I missing something? That's the thing. Am I missing something? If anybody in chat can give me a hint, that'd be great, because really, I can't think of anything right now. What proof would show where he fell? I mean, I was gonna say the blood on the floor, but they can't present the omnibus. That won't work. Because the thing is, the proof I would show would be the blood on the floor. When he falls down, boom, on the floor he goes. But presenting the omnibus won't do a thing. Oh, wait a second. It does open very wide, doesn't it? There was blood. There was blood there the whole time. Why didn't I have to kick someone like you through? Certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. Why someone like me? Ah, well, what is it? Look, just here. Look at this. How did I not see that? That's without question. It's blood. Why would there be a blood stain there? Surely, it can't be unrelated to the case, can it? Oh my goodness, now it updated. Now it up.
Objection.
So I had it right. I just didn't have the right omnibus. The evidence wasn't updated. I had to get the updated omnibus report. On the night in question, let's see. You didn't forget the stream was today? Nope, surely didn't. You're on time. I'm just early. Yeah, I'm early. How you doing, CB? On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts. And the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence. No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible. Look at my twerking. Irrefutable proof? Here in this courtroom? Impossible. Counsel? My lord. I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here, hmm? Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell from the roof deck through the skylight. Ketchup on the bus.
Got it.
Got it! By Jupiter, is that blood? Oh. This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my. And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. No! Eats cane. Udor! But, enough buts, okay? But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. What, like a whale? Like stabbed and psst. Oh no, I'm spouting like a whale. Oh dear. And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight? Sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But. There's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? Ketchup. It's all too plain if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right there, so it is. What? No! But it can't be. It's all lies!
Hold it.
Oh, my fellow jury members. I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we? I believe we can, yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. Ugh. So they thought they could just pull the wool over my eyes today. Me. That's me typing right there. I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it. She's writing a call-out post on yeoldtwitter.com. Who leaked me on my ye old tweet? Alright, Firebrand, thanks for coming along. Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful part couldn't have done such a thing. On 3 then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
Oh. They were about to say yeet. A chilling performance Mr. McGill did. Oh, and what ye be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks? A bloodstain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void. What? Why? For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed. Oh, here comes the updated autopsy report, the updated death report, the updated blood report.
Objection!
Hey Nathan, what's going on, you baka? What are you talking about? It's there for all to see and it's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can say with absolute certainty, no such mere blood existed in the carriage. He's freaking edgeworthing us right now. He is edgeworthing us. Are you joking? At least not until this trial began. But oh, are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeeks, that the stain of blood was fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session, who is putting blood in the freaking cart during court? Who the heck goes up to the cart and be like, you know what it needs? There, blood. What? Nathan, stop putting blood in the carriage, please. We've done it like 5 times already. You're gonna die. Ah, what a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks. You got bleeding. Ew! That's a problem with the dentist. You gotta get those gums fixed up, bestie. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey. Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in the court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. Yeah. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? Time to drink. When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I trust your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. Lord Van Zeeks, this will not do to be sure. Will it now, counsel? Oh, no. I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if yous will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? The world is married and the world has a wife? Isn't that right now, counsel? Something's going. It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that court has been in session. My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think. The thing is, who would do that? I think it's out of the question. I think. I don't know. My mind is getting messed up. Oh, you alright? The recess? You're right, we had a recess. Are you alright, Mrs. Naruhodo? You've fallen silent. I want to say that it's out of the question. I mean, it has to be, doesn't it? But for some reason, I just can't bring myself to say it. But the omnibus has been in full view of everyone in the courtroom the entire time. It is out of the question that someone could have tampered with it, surely, isn't it? But yeah, it has been tampered with. Every time we leave, the thing has been changed. The blood, the stuff in the under seat. Oh my, you don't think? Might it actually have been possible? As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. We gotta find the truth. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. Oh, good gracious. Explain yourself, counsel. Oh. Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. Deceit? I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take as a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the It was a sign. Him pointing out that she was there to make her shoot the smoke grenade to make us have a recess. That was all planned. Holy flip. Oh no, someone got shot. This time for real, not for play. What is going on? Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face. Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom. And then we all breathe in the smoke together. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Are you wise? What are you trying to pull, ye rotten? Whoa! Oh, I know what he was trying to say. Oh, ye rotten. Wow. Ye rotten. Whoa, let's go, Jay. Let's go, Jer. You're supposed to be defending me. Tis a wicked plot. Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection.
To those who don't know what that was meant to say, that the F-list, like yeah, that's supposed to be their way of saying the F word right there. So it's like me saying heck instead of saying hell or something like that. Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated early as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. First, why does it say Phoenix right in the back? Inconsistencies such as... To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Lord Van Zieks, no one is able to corroborate your claims. That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and skylight were shut. Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord, no doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? Is there? Is there something odd about the omnibus that I'm not familiar with? Should I just check with this omnibus here? Is there anything odd about it? You know what, I'll try. I have an inkling. Let's try it out. My lord. Unusual that it's named after our descendant. Yes, counsel. There is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. What? What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you'd better start watching your back.
Objection!
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification. This straw keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to believe here? I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial? I have one inkling of an idea. This spot on the floor came out of nowhere.
Got it!
It came out of nowhere. If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom. Good lord. My toupee. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel. Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue. I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna have a great time today, everybody. Welcome to my show. Ah! Oh. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded? I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's all over now. But you're the defendant. It's over, I tell ye. Ugh. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw, 'tis all a nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that bloodstain is there now. Well, and over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zieks. Well, my lord? I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the bloodstain in question is very much in existence, and in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship can't be serious. Lord Van Zieks, what is your position? The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first. What formality? As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilder would be found not guilty. Yes. Which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies? I said that word wrong, didn't I? Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please. Yes, my lord. The defense believes. I can't believe it. Are we getting to another case where we have to pronounce someone guilty? I mean, since he is a descendant, it's more of like the first time this could happen. I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilder. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence. What are you saying, man? You literally chose the worst person to defend your buddy. You chose Phoenix Wright's descendant. You messed up, Mr. McGilder. Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent. Good gracious me. We're changing things up now, let's go. Order. This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused innocent into question? Are you of sound mind? Oh, 'twas a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. What? I know the judge was like seriously, do you want the win? I was gonna give you the win. No, I don't want to win. I want the truth. But the win, though, you were about to get the W, not the L. I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still, here, have this for your troubles. Hey, free money. It's a penny. I just got a flippin' penny. I got ripped off. Ah. Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so ye have. What do you mean? This just as the right honorable gentleman so succulently put it afore. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? And nothing more than a formality. Oh goodness, I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we seen genuine or was it fake? His lordship would be fuming, and the unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said. Type faster. The Sting and Rich are always guilty of something. You, mark my words. I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park. Who gave us Lincoln Park. Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea. Isn't that a band? No, not Lincoln like, you know, Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln like Link the hero within Linkin Park. I thank you kindly, my lord. Oh. I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court. But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth. Lord Van Zieks, my lord, the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place. So we were introduced to Van Zeeks, who literally had me do all the work. I was doing all of his work. All he did was put his foot on his desk and drink wine the whole time, and he gets paid for that. Are you joking? He gets to show off his foot, drink wine, be extra, and throw wine, smash cups. Yeah, smash cups. Literally, he dresses like that, and I did all his work.
Objection.
But wait. When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured. I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. That's so unfair. The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by the court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. What? Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense. Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time? 'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Van Zeeks is like, I will change the future. Kills him, kills McGilded. Magnus McGilded. Oh, good grief, you have more to say to me, have ye? Just one thing, a warning. This is far from over. Well, something to be looking forward to then. So wait, is McGilded going to be the big bad of this game? I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Oh, goodness. Do we... Wait. So wait, the confetti's going out, but the audience is confused. The audience is still they're not cheering, they're chattering. That is weird. The audience is not happy. I can't believe it. This is an outrage. They should have examined the evidence more. What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent. Oh, goodness. This is crazy. This has not happened before. With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict, and my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty. Ostensibly a victory for us. So does that mean I become a lawyer now? I think that means I become a lawyer now, right? Yeah. I can become a lawyer and then go after him again. What a weird way to end the case. What the heck? That was weird. Do we celebrate or not? That certainly was a long trial. Ah, yes, it was. You're taking this W regardless. Okay. Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. And to you, Mr. Sato. Thank you for your assistance and not dying. I suppose we should be happy? The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection. Aye, that you did. Mr. McGilded. Ah, and that girl's with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty? Wait, so they all can see the confetti and fireworks. They can all see that. Wait, actually, it's been proven that in the past, Gumshoe's the one throwing out confetti, so somebody is throwing out the confetti. But they got fireworks back then? How come we don't get fireworks in the current games? I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely. I heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I owe you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. They ran out of budget. They're expensive. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of here a free man then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Just water under the bridge. Congratulations, Mr. McGilden, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh? Aye. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and abstinent deed. 'Tis grand, is it not? I suppose it is. Now the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I have absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay. Oh, he's that kind of rich man. Gotcha. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. He's the opposite of Yoshi. He doesn't evade him. Ara, be whist. Ara, me name be McGilded, ara. You're a humble purse people, are ye? You from the east? Well, if you insist. But have this still and all. You deserve a reward. I got 2 guineas right now. 2 full guineas. Mr. Magnus McGilded. Oh? Oh my goodness. Where's his eyes? Wait, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna do something. Hold on, we're gonna do something real quick. We're gonna do something real quick. We're gonna make eyes. There you go. Or maybe I could just make something weirder. So if I just take that out, and let's say let's go for this right here. Oh wait, I got the perfect face. Hold on, give me 1 second. I got the perfect face to show for it. I just need to find the right face. And there it is. So get ready for this mashup. There we go. Oh, that looks perfect, doesn't it? Look at that. That's the perfect bailiff right there. The perfect bailiff. Isn't he beautiful? Oh, why was there thin among us? Don't ask. Never ask. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom? What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe. I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule. Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection. Wait, sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. Side tricks, you missed it? Up. There you go. You didn't miss a thing. It's right there. All in beautiful glory. They're going to examine it again now? Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing me best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting yous. I don't like Mr. McGilded. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're just studying here in Great Britain. Oh, of course, Mr. McGilded, he's the rich man. Of course he got away with everything. And there he goes, a free man. I hate him. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Oh, she's gonna shoot me. Wait, get down, Mr. President. Get down. Don't move. Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Sorry? And I ate all grown-up. She ate them? Wow, she must be hungry. Oh, there you are. Who said that? Oh, who the flip are you? Naughty, naughty running off like that. Who the flip is she? Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now? And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ha. What? Oh. This is Splatoon 3 right now. This is Splatoon 3 and nobody can tell me otherwise. Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me. Yeah. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. The inventor? Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? At all? I just took my eyes off her for a moment whilst I was changing onto a different omnibus and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon. A what's it in that what? I have no idea what this girl is talking about. Anyway, you're coming with me now, back to my laboratory. What? What's for? To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician. What? You mean say sorry? You must say sorry when you done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? I don't listen to no adults. Okay, I'll come with you right now. Come along then, follow me. Fine. Have it your way. Oh, good. You see, I knew you want to do the right thing in the end. She still blasts her, like, boom. I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. Aw. We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss. Interesting girls. She was a lively one. There's only 2 more cases in this game, right? What the flip's gonna happen in the next 2 cases? Will we see our lovely Herlock Sholmes again? He has not shown up at all in this case. Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too? Yes, you're right, but where to? Oh, we haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner than had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All of our traveling cases are still with the bailiff. I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings, but at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck. What do you mean? It still looks like day outside. But they did say late in the day, so it's almost night. Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to the worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we can spend it. No, we're not going to McGilded Park. We're not going there. I'll end up dead. Or worse, in debt and dead. Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park. I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through. In dead, yes, exactly. I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one. Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable. Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room. or mansion or warm mansion. I want a warm mansion. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. We gotta get McGilded. McGilded has gotta be McDeaded. McDonald's. Oh.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade!
Wait.
Water! Bring water!
Oh.
How did this happen?
I can't believe it.
It was already engulfed. No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
McGilded. He burnt it. Wait. Wait, who's inside?
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
Judge, no, don't burn. We need you, Judgy. We need you, Judgy Udgy.
This can't be.
He looks like freaking Edgy. It's Edgeworth. What the heck? Is McGilded McGrilled? He's been McGrill. He's been McGrilled. He's been McGriddled. Wow, that's the end of the dark. Yay, he's dead. The realm of the Ray. I got an achievement. He died. What the heck? That is crazy, though. What a dark way to do it. Like, is that a confirmed death? That has to be a confirmed death. They don't have, like, fire extinguishers or anything. He's dead. That's it. Dead. Gone. Gone. Poof. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. I will do this next time, though. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. This has been a crazy case that I was not expecting that one whole case would be a court case. There was no investigation phase or whatever. Well, the investigation phase was looking at the room, but you know what I mean. There was no before. There was just, we're there. We're just there. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. To everybody who's watching, thank you for coming tonight. I will be streaming a little earlier tomorrow, just to let you know, because I have to leave early tomorrow. So I will let you know tomorrow what time I'll be streaming if you plan to come by tomorrow. If you haven't followed, please do. I'm already dead. Goodbye.